Your register entry as a charity is a very important source of information for people who are wanting to give money to charity. So it's very important that that information is up to date. It's interesting to know that we now have over 50,000 searches on the charity register every month, and that's all sorts of people looking for information on charities. It might be on your charity, and so keep it up to date so people know what you're up to and what you're about. It's a legal necessity that you have your name and your charity number on all your materials, on all your fundraising materials. A great way of doing that is downloading your unique registration logo that you can find on your register entry, which you can get at through our website. When people give money to you as a charity, they are really putting their trust in you to look after that money appropriately. You must make sure that your charity tins, your charity buckets, whatever they are up to scratch. And one of the most important things is that they are sealed so that the money cannot go astray easily. It's important that people can trust the person who is raising money for you as a charity, and it's important therefore that they have some ID about them that tells them which charity they're fundraising for, and that includes the charity number there. So make sure they have that ID when they're out and about collecting money for you this Christmas. A really good way of raising money at Christmas time and other times of the year is through using collection bags, and lots of charities do that. It's very important that those bags have the right information on them. That would include your charity number and your name, so that people know who they're actually giving to at this time of year. If you're going to be collecting in any given local authority area, you need the correct permission to be able to do so. Local authorities need 3 months' notice to know that you're going to be fundraising in their area, and they need to give you permission to be able to do so. So make sure you get that permission. There are some charities, larger charities, who maybe have big national collections or regional collections, and they can become exempt promoters, but you have to apply to us to be able to get that status. Otherwise, make sure you get the correct permission from the local authority and make sure you do it in good time. Sometimes as part of your collection process, you'll be getting information, personal information from people who are giving money to you. It's very important that information is handled appropriately and according to data protection rules. That can seem quite complicated, but there is good guidance out there. If you get to our website, we can signpost you to the right direction, and just make sure you're looking after that data, because that's a very important part of fundraising. Fundraising by charities in Scotland is self-regulated in the main. What does this mean? This means that really it's up to you as a charity to make sure you're doing the right things in terms of your fundraising procedures. And a key part of that is making sure that you're handling complaints properly. Charities themselves are the very best source of being able to correct mistakes and make sure that they're responding to problems that maybe people have had in the fundraising process. So make sure you have a good complaints handling procedure. If you don't have one, you can go to the Scottish Fundraising Standards Panel website, and they have some model complaints handling processes that you can actually download and use for your charity. Trust is a massive part of fundraising. When people are giving you money, they're expecting it to go to some good purpose, the purpose that you've outlined, to have some positive impact in Scotland or beyond. So it's very important that funds that you receive at Christmas time and throughout the rest of the year are securely handled. It's very important to understand how fraud can be undertaken, and we have some quite good, very basic information on how to make sure that you are not open to fraud in your charity. So please go to our website and look at that bit of guidance on fraud that we have. These top tips are a bit of a starter in terms of what you need to think about if you are fundraising this festive period. However, if you are fundraising at Christmas or at other points of the year, there are other things to think about. Please go to our website and read our guidance, our fundraising guidance, which will give you a good overview of what it is that OSCR is regulating in terms of fundraising. But also please go to the Scottish Fundraising Standards Panel website, where there is good information, access to the code, and you can sign up to the fundraising guarantee so that you can make sure that you're a safe place for people to donate to this Christmas and beyond.